right, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles, elders, at great millstone. Salutations to Ak and pushing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, the storm is here. It ain't coming. Okay, the storm is here. It ain't coming. All right, and things are gradually getting worse and worse as we see right now. The talk the talk is more so about what's going on in the gas market. Prices are starting to raise. Okay, and this is just one of the phases that's hitting this place. That's one of the birth pains. Okay, but things are going to gradually get worse and worse for you people. All right, and it's important for us to understand what's going on through the spirit. When these times come, we don't, falter or become so frustrated with what's going on in the world. Hey, shalom to those on the comment board. So things are going to gradually get worse because what is prophecy? These are the things that we were told aforetime. Okay, and so now is the time to really lock in. All right, we got the Passover next week. And we need to try our best to bring that solemn spirit, because we headed into tough times, and you better believe things are going to turn up, after the Pesach. So I want to start with Ephesians 5:15, just to lay the groundwork. All right, because like I said, things are gradually getting worse, and the gas prices, and people complaining about the gas. This is just one. This is just a birth pain, but things are going to get worse. And it's important not to be caught up in this world. All right, and it's important to start letting these things go. But soon enough, the commodities, the things that we take for granted every day, these things are going to be taken away. All right, because of the times, man. This devil is coming, man. He's about to, he's at the end of his rulership. So he's about to, fight tooth and nail. I always say this. He's about to fight tooth and nail for, his kingdom. All right. And he's not going to allow us, which, the elect, we're in his way. All right. So Ephesians 5:15. All right. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time. All right. Because a fool, all right, wouldn't consider the times that we live in. And we seeing that with, Jake as an example, the Israelites out here, doing the rapping and in the mirth spirit, the jollity spirit. They're not really redeeming the time. They're not really, in that solemn spirit, and so they're going to get caught off guard. Okay. Because the spirit, the solemn, I want to say it a certain way, but that solemn spirit, all right, is definitely going to be required for the time to come, all right, and the humble and meek spirit, okay, because people are going to bug out because the stuff that they have easily accessible to them now is going to be taken away, all right. So it says redeeming the time, all right, because the days are evil. All right. And we're finna head in some evil times, man. Crime is going to go up. All right. Expenses are going to go up. Okay. This is just, this is just, again, a birth pain. This is just one small, thing with these gas prices. All right. So it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. All right. What is the will of the Lord? All right. To bring down Babylon. Okay. And he's going to do that by way of what? He's going to do it by way of judgment. Okay. Salaki. All right. This is Isaiah 19 and 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, all right, the Lord rideth upon the swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right. And meaning the minds, man. All right. Verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. All right, because the conditions are going to basically lead to that. All right, and the Lord is pretty much laying the groundwork now. All right, with allowing this devil to shut down these different energy sources. All right, to generate certain crises. All right, or certain crises. Okay, so everything is pretty much, all right, is pretty much orchestrated. All right, first and foremost by the Spirit of the Lord. All right, and he's using his henchmen, the so-called white man, okay, to do so. All right, which through their pride, all right, they're being manipulated in a way spiritually to lead them into their own destruction. All right. It says, verse 3, it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. All right. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. All right. And everybody is literally, going after witchcraft, and that was a wave the last few years. Okay. Especially with the women. Okay. All right. So, and the Lord is going to destroy the spirit of this place. All right. So this place is going to go from, the jollity and mirth, and it's going to go into, it's going to go into sorrows. Okay. Because this is just not, in Egypt, Salaki is symbolic for America. All right. All right. And Egypt represents bondage. Okay. And we know this place is Egypt all over again. Okay. All right. And it just doesn't say in one place that, it says in many places in the scriptures that, well, in Matthew, it says that, men shall fight against one another. Okay. This is Matthew 24. All right. Because that's what the conditions is going to basically bring. All right. Civil unrest, people fighting over resources. All right. And these times are here. We ain't got to talk about them coming no more. These times are here. All right. So Matthew 24. All right. And let's see. Let me just get straight to the point. Matthew 24. All right. I'll start at 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right. And that's what we've been seeing for the last, decades, man. I mean, just war, proxy wars, leading up to the big shebang, so to speak. Okay. Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. And those are the birth pains. Okay. These are the beginning of sorrows. All right. Okay. It says that all these are the beginning of sorrows. Slakia. So yeah. All right. And these are the times that we live in, man. All right. That's why it says be circumspect. All right. Being able to see around you and know what's going on around you. Okay. Because this is going to take Jake unaware. All right. Jake is going to be in that whole jollity spirit and mirthing and rapping and singing and dancing until, the food rises. I mean, the prices rises on the food. All right. And things continue to get worse. It's going to bring a strain to people's lives. All right. And that's how the Lord is bringing it, man. All right. All right. By way of this devil, Esau, Edom. Okay. Only to bring him into damnation and destruction. All right. So this is, let's see, Salaki, Habakkuk 2:1. All right. And really, we can't read these things enough. We read this every day, but it's really not enough, because when it happens, it's just a whole nother level. All right. Habakkuk 2 and Shalom, Luke 21:35. The beast won't win. 144. Shalom, Yabashmiya Shabakata. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. That's right. All right. and the snare is a trap, you see. And, I would like to give credit to the Lord rather than the so-called white man, because that's what these people need. They need to be shaken up. All right. They need to be shaken up. All right. Because the pride and the blaspheming is at an all-time high. All right. And we never seen blaspheming on this type of level. All right. Of course, because you got social media and the internet, so it's out there, it's in the four corners of the earth, just as well as the truth is. But, people need to be shaken up, man. And then rightfully so. So the things that's coming, I look at it as one of my favorite scriptures, 2 Ezra 16 and 19, you know, um, scourges shall come for amendment, and those scourges is the punishments. All right. And it basically correcting the wicked in their ways, you see. But it's also say that they're not going to consider the scourges and the punishments, you see, which we get to see. All right. Because the Spirit of the Lord, we get to in a sense, the Spirit has made us prudent to the things that's coming. He's given us foresight. All right. Which is excellent. All right. And that's part of the battle is knowing, but going through it. All right. Of course, we're gonna have to call on the Lord. All right. We're gonna have to keep our integrity. Okay. Because that's what we're gonna have to do. And we're gonna have to bunker down, so to speak. All right. And really shed this world off of us and get out of that comfort zone, because that's what Jake suffers from. Being in that rest, being and having no sense of danger, no sense of anything's going wrong, that normalcy bias. All right. Thinking in your mind, because you can easily be in a spirit of comfort and forget about what the Lord is saying, and forget about the signs of the times, and forget about these things that really are important. All right. The brother posted again, Luke 10 and 24, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things, beautiful, which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. We live in those times that the prophets, all right, great men of old time, have been waiting for, have been yearning for, and now we're here. All right, we're at the beginning of sorrows, and Jacob's trouble is around the corner. All right, and you better believe they're going to generate enough crises. All right, by the end of this year, it's going to have people in an uproar. All right, which it should that right there, people should be in an uproar. Okay, but not for the right reasons. All right, we know for the right reasons. So when the power grid is shut off and we can't do certain things, hey man, give praise to the Lord, man, because this is the end. This is the end, and better is the end of the thing than the beginning. We're at the end, man. All right. And I thank the Lord that, hell, we didn't, certain brothers, we didn't get to have to deal with, being born in certain times during this man's rulership, man. All right. Because we would have been through. Hell, we through now, but, it's at the end. It's towards the end. So Salakia, Habakkuk 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. All right. Because we don't speak our own words. All right. We don't speak our own words. That is, it's the Spirit of the Lord that's bringing this place down. All right. Okay. And we're nothing more than vessels carrying out that message. Okay. And the Lord willing, the Lord shows us favor in the time to come. Okay. Because it's going to get strenuous. All right. If you're too tied into this world, it's going to be hard for you to break away. Okay. And I'm going to get that in a second. I just, the 16th chapter and the 37th verse. Okay. So Salaki, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. So we're going to break this truth down the correct way, so others can take up that mantle. All right. And start their endeavors. All right. Okay. All right. Or start their race in the truth. Okay. And their race toward the prize, which is the kingdom. Okay. Ezekiel 7 and 6, the beast won't win. 144 says, an end is come. The end is come it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come, right? So the end has been watching and these are the times that the Lord has been speaking to his prophets of old. We're living them. All right. So the end has been watching and waiting for his time. All right. And this time is going to be as Daniel 12:1 says, man, it's going to be the worst times ever. Okay. All right. And we're going to see the Spirit of the Lord take over this place, and it has been taking over this place. All right. People thinking they're winning, Esau thinking they're winning, with his his godlike complex, and him generating these crises, and him hoarding all the wealth to himself so he can save himself in that day. But all he's doing is all that's going to happen is he's going to transfer that wealth over. All right. Okay. Imagine that, robbing a bank, and then robbing a bank, and then with all the money, and then being put away for life, man. But in his case, it's going to be an eternity. So Salaki, it says Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. And that's what's happening. It's not waiting anymore. We're not at the point where we're waiting anymore. We are here. It is here. All right. So we have to act accordingly. All right. We can't be in delirium. All right. Whereas we don't know what's going on. At this point, we should know what's going on, what's going on. Okay. And the scriptures say that blessed is he that readeth. Okay. And the word readeth is anaganasko, which means to know precisely or to know accurately. Okay. So we're supposed to know accurately. All right. And if brothers ain't too much into politics, man, get into it as much as possible so you can have some type of basic understanding and apply it to scripture, and apply it to prophecy. Okay. Because that's what we're supposed to be watching for, the things that's taking place. And if we're occupied in prophecy, there ain't no way we're going to be, basically in the dark, so to speak. All right. Brother posted another precept. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that second Ezra 16:21. I'm gonna hold that one. In fact, that's what I'm going. That's where I'm going next. All right. Job 20:18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. That's beautiful, man. All right. Because Esau thinking that he's getting away scot-free, from judgment, you see. And he's at the point where he's stopped the whole world due to his, his gimmick that he got, that he put into play. Okay. So you can imagine the pride of this devil, man. He stopped the whole world, and his propaganda is working on the masses of the people. But it's only because the Lord allowed it. You see, the Lord is literally got his hand up this man's back, man. All right. And he's manipulating this devil, all right, to get him to a certain point. Then the Lord is going to pounce, man. But this devil think that he's getting away with everything. He think he's going to hoard all of the wealth, and in the top earners, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk. All right. These dudes have increased their wealth significantly, okay, within the past 2 years. Okay. And of course, we don't get to see the real elite. All right. Of course, they're never going to show themselves, but they think that they're going to get away with this, man. All right. But they're going to have to pay it back, as the scriptures say, man. All right. And so I'm going to read again, Job 20:18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore. All right. And shall not swallow it down. All right. So just think about not just the money. All right. But the not just the money and the resources, but the evil that he has searched out and that he's put on the nation of Israel. He's going to have to pay that back, man, because the elites, the ones that's creating all the terror and the crises, those are going to be the first ones that are being put into chattel slavery, man. All right. So you imagine that. And man, they got their work cut out for them, man. All right. Continual employment. Okay. There ain't going to be no unemployment in the kingdom. All right. That's another topic for another time. So let me continue. So 2nd Ezra 16, and I want to start at 17. All right. Just to go ahead, ease our way into it. It says, woe is me who will deliver me in those days. All right. Okay. It says the beginning of sorrows. Okay. And we just read in Matthew 24, wars of rumors of wars, pestilence and all these things that's coming. And we're seeing these things, culminate to, what they're supposed to be. All right. All right. The shortages and all of these things. And all right. The wars and all of this thing is coming to a head. All right. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Okay. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. And pretty much Ezra was astonished. All right. He was astonished at what was taking place on earth. All right. And we got to live it out. All right. But it's not for our destruction. We should be rejoicing. All right. Of course, we should be ecstatic. Okay. All right. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right. So I always look at this precept in the light of, the Lord punishing the wicked. All right. Punishing the world for their insolence, for their blasphemy, for their hurtful works. Okay. That's how I look at it. All right. The people that's been getting away with, or thinking they've been getting away with murder, getting away with all these things. This is the retribution, man. All right. And what did the Lord said? There'd be spirits created for vengeance. And there's going to be a whole lot of things that take place. All right. This year. All right. This year. Okay. That's going to shake up this world. Okay. And the Lord is going to exact the punishment of the wicked, man. That makes me happy, man. All right. That makes me happy. But as long as you holding on to this crummy world, this bitter world, all right, you're going to be swept away with these scourges, with the punishments that's coming. All right. Because amendment, when you go into the word amendment, it means change. All right. An amendment is something that you put for betterment. OK, I believe that's what it says when you look it up. All right. When you look it up, the word amendment, it goes into betterment. So what's coming is actually better. The scourges that's coming is actually better than the conditions that we live in now. You see, and that's how I look at it. So when your grid shut off, and when they shut off your money, eventually they're gonna shut off the money and bring in the digital currency. But when they're doing these things, man, we should really be ecstatic. All right. So verse 21, it says, behold, and this is the precept the brother put, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. And that's what's going to be detrimental to a lot of people's understanding. All right. The crisis that's being generated and the confusion that's going to come, because there's going to be so much happening. All right. At one time, just a few weeks ago, people was just worried about the new variant or whatever variant they had coming out. But now people was worried about the war. Lord knows what's coming next. OK. All right. We've been talking about it. Grid shut off. You have it. Lottery. Pick your poison. OK. We should have a lottery wheel, and spin that thing, man. And we should have, death by plague or you know, grid shut off. Okay, because that's gonna hurt people, man. That's really gonna hurt people. Okay. Um, what else? What else we got, man? You can say what crime, civil unrest among men. All right, we should have a lottery wheel and we should spin that bad boy. Okay, because that's how it's coming, man. All right, it's birth pains, and it's going to lead up all the way to the big shebang. I'm so happy, man. Really, on the inside, when you really, if you're in the spirit, man, all right, you should be happy, man. All right, you should be happy. Okay, all right. It says, for many of them, verse 22, that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You see? So that's war or sedition among men. Okay. All right. Again, that lottery wheel, man. All right. It says, in the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. All right, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. All right. And that hey, the scriptures is spot on for what's about to come, man. The scriptures are spot on for what's about to come. All right. And it's gonna hurt these people feelings, which is man, it's awesome, man. All right. Okay. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth. All right, and to sow it. All right, so I'm gonna jump to verse 37, 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh, all right, and are not slack. I want to go into this word amendment. All right, I just want to hit on that, and I'm gonna go into the etymon real quick. All right, let me read this again, because again, these are the this is the change. All right, amend. All right, amendment. Okay, it says in betterment, improvement. I don't know if you brothers can see that. Hold on. Screen might be a little foggy. There we go. So I'm gonna read 2nd Ezra 16 and 19 again. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right, y'all see that? It says betterment. All right, it's like it. Improvement. All right. So the scourges and the punishment that's coming it's an actual improvement. All right, to the world. All right. It says correction. You see, reformation. All right. It says advancement. You see. So, in a sense, all right, the terror and the uncomfortable future that awaits us, all right, is actually good. All right, it's actually better. All right. Okay, it's an advancement. Okay, until we get to the desired place we want to be, which is the kingdom. All right, now we know if the kingdom ain't, we're not going to sing our way into the kingdom. It says through great tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. All right, and this is part of that tribulation and that tribulation is going to lead up to Jacob's trouble. Okay, and our temptation, man. Okay, where this devil is pretty much, all right, is going to force people to choose. Okay, so back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 37, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. All right, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. All right. So people are going to be bombarded by the correction and the scourges or punishments that's coming. All right. Until they reach their desired effect, which we know is what? All right. Ultimately, the destruction of Great Babylon. Okay. And it says, howl for her. All right. It says, howl for her. Okay. So really, we're supposed to be rejoicing in this time, man. All right. Well, of course, with a solemn spirit, but rejoicing because of the will of the Lord is being done. Okay. So it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. All right. Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. And what is a pilgrim? All right. Because this is the mindset and the spirit that we have to be in. Okay. Because we're not taking none of this stuff with us. All right. Hey, that's the spirit. It says a pilgrim. All right. A person traveling to a holy place. It ain't even okay. Let me see. Oh, it's not focusing. All right. It says a person traveling to a holy place. Hey, what are we doing, man? Through the spirit, man. We're traveling to the holy place ourselves, man. All right. Which is in the bosom of the Lord, or the shadow of the scriptures talk about in Psalms 91, the shadow of the Most High, man. All right. Which is ultimately the chariots, man, because that's going to be the vehicle of our salvation, the strangeness of our salvation. When you go into that word strangeness, it literally says out of this world. Okay. All right. So that's how our salvation is coming. It's going to be out of this world. You know, I know y'all heard of that phrase, right? It says, let me see. It says obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. But this is the point right here. Is a traveler, generally a wayfarer. All right. A wayfaring stranger. And that's what we are, man. All right. It's a song called A Wayfaring Stranger. All right. They played it in that movie 1917, which is at the end of that movie is very spiritual. All right. Because the soldier, he was going through all these dead bodies in the water. You know, he had to deliver a message. All right. To a battalion to basically ceasefire or whatever. And as he's going, you know, his friend died. And I'm telling you, he just ran away from, the opposition. You know, they tried to kill him. All right. He got away and he was through, you know, he went through a river of dead bodies and he was just through. All right. And then he heard this tune and the tune was the Wayfaring Stranger. Look that, that song up, man. All right. That's very spiritual. Okay. And that's what we are. Okay. All right. Trying to find our way home. All right. And that's supposed to be the mindset. This is not home and never been home. All right. This place is the worst. Okay. This is the worst. It's called America for a reason. The apostles always say that. Apostle Apostle Kabar, you know, always brings out America, goes back to being the word bitter. Okay. And this place is for sure bitter. All right. So I'm gonna continue. And then I got one more precept and then I'm gonna close out. All right. Let me see. It says, verse 40, it says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle." All right. What battle? And Jake acting like it ain't no, we're not at war, man. We're at war. Okay. We're at war. All right. So the silly shit that we've been dealing with and the petty stuff that we've been dealing with, we need to put aside. Okay. We really need to put aside. 2 Ezra 14:14, really quick. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. All right. All right. And that's your fleshly thoughts, man. All right. Cast away the birds of man. Put off now the weak nature. Okay. It says and that's what we deal with on a daily basis, the weak nature. Okay. And we got to set ourselves apart. Okay. We got to come out of this comfort. All right. Because it's going to be taken away regardless. All right. If you want to or not. All right. We just don't want to be caught off guard, you know, thinking that we got a chance in a world that's crumbling. All right. And be caught under, you know, caught under the how you say the rubble. All right. So it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee and haste to flee from these times. Okay. Our mindset is to flee from the times and put off these mortal thoughts, these things that we battle with every day. All right. Okay. Because those things are going to they're going to set you back, and they're going to set you back. All right. And it could be detriment to your uh, to you. All right. All right. It could kill you. It could destroy you, man. All right. Holding on to this world. All right. It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. All right. Pleasing a woman, pleasing a family, and all of that. Look, you're supposed to be in the mindset of the family. Your woman's supposed to be in the mindset of, hey, this is the end. All right. Okay. And all the things that we took for granted, and the lights, and the food, the excess food, and eating and being gluttonous and all, and drinking your life away, all that shit is over with, man. All right. Now it's time for discretion, discipline, humility. All right. Okay. So we won't get caught in that trap, that snare. Okay. All right. So it says, haste thee to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. All right. And that's right. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. All right. And it's time that these things come to an end. All right. So the times are only going to get more evil. It's going to get only worse. All right. But we, in a sense, in no way in the world, we should be caught in it. All right. If we're watching and knowing what's supposed to be taking place, Salaki. All right. So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. I'm going to leave off here. All right. And it says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right. And that's when people are unaware. All right. This destruction and these birth pains is going to happen when people least expect it. All right. People didn't expect them to be talking about World War III. All right. Neither did people expect for the C-19, to come as it did. All right. And for them to bring forth the measures that they did. All right. Didn't nobody expect that. All right. And a few months before it happened, all right, the Spirit actually hinted that it might happen. Okay. And then it happened. All right. I think they probably took the video down. I know I got a strike, but according to their agenda, man, well, I say according to the Spirit, man, the Lord gave his men a one up. All right. So we wasn't surprised. I'll say that much. All right. In a sense, maybe just a little bit, just to, because again, it goes back to that lottery wheel, man, choose your poison, because who knows what's going to come, after, these, after the World War III scare. All right. All right. So stay tuned, man. Really stay tuned, and really look at it as, not a game, but, look at it as, what should we have next, so to speak, all right. You should be anticipating it, in a sense. That's what I want to say. So 1 Thessalonians 5:2 is, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. And that's what's going to happen to those that's caught up in this world, who made America their rest. All right. They're going to be caught up in it, and they're not going to be able to escape. All right. It says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. All right. And that's right. All right. Because we know we're hip to the signs. All right. And we're occupied in prophecy. All right. And the Spirit of the Lord is moving, man. All right. It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. All right. For they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. And basically, you know, that's the gist of what I was saying, man. All right. Looking forward, looking forward to the things that's coming, being prepared for the things that's coming. All right. All right. I'm putting a what breastplate of faith, love. All right. And for an helmet, the hope of salvation. All right. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. So if the Lord appointed us uh, uh, to salvation, all right, what should be our mindset? All right. We should embrace and acknowledge what the Lord is prepared for us. Okay. Despite what we have to go through to get to it. All right. All right. So, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying for you, Akim. I really wanted to go in the spirit. This devil's coming down with great wrath. Revelations 12:12. I had that written down, but I couldn't bring it out. All right. But we know what time it is. All right. For you, Akim. All right. You Aquath out there, stay tuned, stay locked in. All right. And be in that serious spirit. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rechak Kodash, a double honor to the apostles and elders. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.